This looks scrumptious.
And you look gorgeous. Well, might as well get into it. First, we'll start with the positive.
Oh.
Let's start with the lovemaking.
You included charts this year.
As you can see, there's been an overall increase in adventurousness. Quality has leveled off, and there has been a somewhat alarming drop in frequency. But I think these are all issues that we can address in the next quarter. And on the plus side, intimacy has risen dramatically.
Well, crying after sex doesn't count as intimacy.
Okay, well, I see that we are still in disagreement about that one. And that leads us to the next topic, your communication skills. As you can see, we're still having some issues with the phrase, I'm fine.
I was fine.
But not so.
Well, but I was fine, and then you kept badgering me about feeling fine, which brought up a whole nother host of issues when I subsequently then was not fine.
Let's just call this one a draw.
Let's.
Acceptance. It's at an all-time low this year.
Okay, but I think you'll agree that if you look at there's something particularly significant that occurred on this date.
Yeah.
That's when you bought Destiny because John insisted that you do so that you two could play together.
We don't have to delve into the details.
And if you will look at your acceptance chart, you'll notice that it rises as you get bored during the summer, and then boom! September 15th happens and there's a sharp drop. Now, maybe this is all just crazy coincidence, and correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that the date that The Taken King came out?
Point taken. Still, though, you could be a little more understanding.
No, 23 straight hours of gameplay over a single weekend is a little bit much, don't you think?
I kept getting stuck on all the noob fire teams. I had to restart the King's Fall raid like 18 times. I'm sorry. I have already sworn off playing Destiny anyway. Except for Iron Banner weeks. Of course.
Of course.
Moving on. Adventures! It's a fantastic year! No complaints. Except for, flights.
Yeah, not this again. I cannot.
Fine. But don't pretend like it didn't happen. In summary, as you can see, my love for you has definitely grown. The relationship is more or less stable. And you seem like you're willing to try and resolve conflicts instead of constantly drudging them back up. And that is certainly a marked improvement over She Who Shall Not Be Named. But I am afraid that I once again cannot offer you the full partnership. As you can see, you come very close to the benchmark. You're so close, but well, maybe next year's annual review. So close.
I see. Are you done?
Please. I always welcome constructive feedback. I thrive on it.
Well, after last year's review, I have quite conscientiously been very cautious and thoroughly documented every grievance pertaining to our relationship.
Wow.
But before we get into all of that, I feel it would be negligent of me not to let you know that I've received some very tempting counter offers over the last year.
Offers?
Very serious offers.
No, you are far too valuable an asset to this outfit. I can't afford to lose you. Will you marry me?
Yes. Yes, of course.
That worked.
Why not?
You had me worried for a second there.
Good.
Boy.
Eat your cake.
Oh, yes, ma'am.